John Carter voiceovers.
Hey, it's the John Carter mini podcast for Facebook here. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. John Carter live from the JCVO studios in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, which is actually not a very beautiful day today. Really cloudy and gray and kind of crappy outside. But the weekend was kind of nice. Got to visit my family, my mom, down in Pinehurst, Southern Pines area, and spend the weekend with her before her birthday, which was really awesome. The topic today, though, the JCVO mini podcast is I learned a new term today. Like, if you know me, you know that I use a lot of crazy terms that date back 30, 40 years into my past or whatever. And I love like funny words and just funny colloquialisms and things like that. And I love the word colloquialism because it's really hard to say. And I said it correctly twice in a row, which is a record for me, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, so the new word that I've learned today is the word bunkie. Have you ever heard that word before? I've never, I remember back in the day, there was a season of Big Brother. This is kind of a funny story too. I can't remember what season it was, but it was an early on season of the show Big Brother on CBS. And there was a gay character on the show. Back then, during that time, there was just one gay character on the show, I believe, on that particular season. And his name was Bunkie. And he was from right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, as a matter of fact. So I remember that. I remember him having the name Bunkie. That was his nickname on the show. And he had like a lot of chest hair and was really a very sensitive guy. He cried a lot on the show, but seemed like a really nice guy. But also a backstory on that, kind of getting off topic a little bit here, but still kind of relating this to the term bunkie, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But relating all of this back together here, I have a friend, his name is Marty Garner, and he's from my hometown of Carthage, North Carolina / Vass, North Carolina. I think he lives kind of on the edge of Carthage. The big throbbing metropolis of Carthage, North Carolina, the county seat of Muco, which is short for Moore County. And my boy Marty's been my friend for a million years. He's a wrestler also. His name, say it with me, is Champagne. First name Sham, last name Payne. And a good friend of mine, been a great friend for a million years. We actually sent in an audition tape for him back in the day for that season of Big Brother. So this is where I'm going there with this topic. We sent an audition tape into that season of Big Brother, produced it for Marty at my house here in Charlotte, and it came down to either him being picked to be on that show, on that season, or Bunkie. Seriously. And they ended up going with Bunkie. And if you remember and saw that season, you can actually see it on the CBS app, the All Access app. They still have all the seasons on there from beginning to end. You can watch you can binge watch all the Big Brother seasons. But Marty almost made it on the show, but they picked Bunkie, which was kind of a crazy situation there because he was down. They told him, the casting people told him, it's down to you and down to this other guy named Bunkie, and they ended up going with Bunkie. So Marty didn't actually make the show, but pretty exciting nonetheless. So getting back to the word of the day on the JCVO mini podcast, the word bunkie. Have you ever heard that word used before, like in a sentence? Okay, so I got some copying from my client, who I love dearly, in Miami, Florida, which is also one of my favorite places to go. He sent me in a liner for Yummy Hits Radio, and I'm the voice of the station, Yummy Hits Radio, from Miami, Florida, USA. And so the liner says, where the nightlife gets funky, and there's plenty of bunkie. Now, do you know what that means? Now, since I referenced Miami and South Beach and all that, you can probably guess. You can probably guess where this is going. A bunkie is apparently slang for butts, for booties in the Caribbean. So now you've learned a new word for the day, just like I have. Bunkie. It's fun to say, and it's slang for butts. What's more fun than that? Anyway, this is the JCVO mini podcast for Facebook. Hope you enjoyed it. It's just a little thought of the day, a little meanderings of Elemente here from JCVO Studios, a.k.a. Megahertz Studios in the Queen City, a.k.a. Charlotte, North Carolina. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for checking out the JCVO mini podcast. And remember, bunkie is the word of the day, and it stands for butts in the Caribbean and apparently in Miami, Florida, and now, due to the JCVO mini podcast, worldwide. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
JC!